Hello and welcome to Shay Zasaa and to Zasaa Zooms In. And today I have with me Sola and Wonu, both of who you know. Wonu is back. I keep telling you, like I can't get rid of her, but
she really can't, you know. I insert myself into these talks happily.
Luckily, she brings something, so we allow her. But, you know, I mean, honestly. And Sola is back. So, today, thank you, ladies.
Thank you for having me.
Today's conversation is about change. If there was one thing that you could change about yourself, I mean, if you have to, you can tell me too, but if there was one thing you could change about yourself, what would it be? And let's start with non-physical first, because I think it's... you are going physical.
My brain self listed all the many things I was going to change about myself. But let me see. In terms of non-physical things, I feel like I let a lot of opportunities pass me by when I was younger, from probably a lack of confidence.
Okay, but you know that was when you were younger, so you can't change it, if you know what I mean. So what would you change?
But I still say those same things to myself now.
So do you think you're still letting opportunities pass you by?
I feel like I'm not stepping out because, I don't know.
Okay, so this lack of confidence thing.
Yeah.
So the thing you would change is you would give yourself more confidence.
Is that even what it is, though?
I don't know. You tell me.
No, I feel like as I always say, I'm always going to talk from a Christian viewpoint because I'm a Christian lover of Jesus.
If you don't know that Wonu is a Christian by now, then you are not.
Because I say all the time.
I say all
the time because my reasons, everything are defined by that. So, you know, I always felt like I was made for more than what I am now.
Yeah.
And I don't think that more has manifested. So there is something that I'm not doing or that needs to change for that more to manifest. And I don't know if it's confidence. I don't know. But I just know that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Okay, so you know that for a fact. It's not
100%.
But what if this is where you're supposed to be and that more that you're looking for is next year? You don't think that you know that right now you're not where you're supposed to be?
Yes.
Okay, so...
But I've been feeling this for...
27 years.
No. Maybe just the last... I want to say 10 years, but I'm not going to say 10 years because my son was born 11 years ago. And I think that season of my life, I was meant to be doing what I was doing with him. So I think maybe I'm going to go with 6 years. And I've been feeling this for the last 6 years. And it's like one of those horrible feelings where you know that something needs to come of this. You can't just be in this feeling, like just be sitting with it. I'm all for sitting with, you know, whatever is troubling you, you know, sit with it, go through the motions, try and figure out, you know, what it is that you're supposed to do. And maybe it's like a lack of patience, I don't know. But it's the horrible feeling that, God forbid, if anything happens to me, I wouldn't have achieved what God put me here to achieve. So what is that one thing I need to change?
Well, okay, so I don't know the answer to that question, but I would question...
You need to be spiritually discerned.
But I would question whether...
pull my hat out there, she can't help me.
But I would question whether you know...
Maybe we need to change the setting to a couch or something.
Yeah, exactly, how I'm lying down on the couch. No, what I would question is, do you know... Because you know you're made for more, but do you know what that more is? Because that is where I would say you need to go rock your own gorgeous girl. You need to go and find out who you are, what you're supposed to be doing, that sort of stuff. Because you can't, you know... How do you know you've missed it if you don't know what it is? Does that make sense?
Ish, but it's like a knowing. Like I know.
No, I get that. I get that as a knowing, yes. But what I'm saying is that, so now to take this further, and you can pipe in whenever you want to.
Yeah.
To take this further, because if not, you won't get a word in edgeways.
No, it's actually quite nice.
to take it further, I think you have to do some soul searching. And you know, that whole thing of...
Have I not done it though? Have I?
No, you have not. I told you to come and rock your own gorgeous. You are running. So better come and do it.
She did.
Because it's deep. That there's deep. So you know for a fact that you are not where you need to be.
Yeah.
But you don't know where that is.
Yes.
So you have to find that out. And I'm not going to say that you'll find it specifically, but at least get closer to it. Do you know what I mean? So that you know what.
I mean, anyway, but that's one thing I would change.
Okay, Shola, what do you have to say about that before you tell me what your own is? Do you have anything to add to that conversation?
I guess you just keep praying, really. Just keep praying for God to make it clearer what it is, how he wants you to get there.
So is that like the way I have conversations, like adjust? Because sometimes I feel like I am praying, but maybe not deep enough or not praying about the right things, or I don't know. Like sometimes I feel like praying, I need to also do something.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
So my question is, are they, because sometimes praying can be vague.
Yes.
So are they specific that, God, and I'm trying to remember who said it, that prayers need to be specific. So like, right now, I'm really thirsty. I would like a cup of tea, not, I would like a drink. What drink would you like?
Right.
So I think my question is, are they specific things that, okay, this is, and then exactly do something. But for you to do something, it means you need to know what it is, like you said, that you're supposed to do.
And I don't.
So I think it's only prayer, the Spirit of God, that can really reveal what that is. If you really, really don't know what it is. Because sometimes, like, personally, I think I know the things that I believe God would have me do. Now, whether I am bold enough to say it to anyone but myself is another
thing, yeah.
Lest somebody will laugh at me and say, really?
Yeah. And then knock you.
And then
off
knock
the
you,
person.
yes, which has happened to me, not intentionally, but you say something and then, you
Someone
get
just
some
laughs.
say something,
Yeah.
and then it knocks you back. I mean, some people, it doesn't matter whether you laugh or you don't say anything, they're confident in, know. But for people that aren't, the wrong word can really knock you back. But
some soul searching about to happen. Because I really am tired of saying I'm meant for more and I don't know what that is.
Yeah, so I think that and I also
because I've
feel
said
like,
it before, right? So you've heard me say it.
Yeah, you always say it, and I think that's why I say you should come and rock your own gorgeous. And I think we had a conversation about this in one of our things where I feel like God created you with exactly what you need to be who you are supposed to be.
So
And
it's
that's
already
why,
in there.
This is why
Most definitely.
that's why you see the whole
Most
thing
definitely.
of finding out who you are, what you love to do. So the prayer is key.
Yeah.
But you've also you can be praying for something you already have.
Yeah.
So it's like I need to find out what it is within me that I need to be, do, whatever, and then with prayer, so obviously prayer will help me find it out, but also there's practical stuff that will help me find it out.
And then another thing is that the people closest to you, more often than not, can tell you what it is. So if you ask Bolaji, and if you ask your children, they will probably tell you what it is.
Will they though?
I
Because I feel like on the surface,
what they are
no,
going to
because I
tell
feel like
you.
on the surface, I'm not. People think like not that I'm not okay, but like I know what it is I'm meant to be doing. I don't know. Maybe
But that's
it's
why
just
she
me.
said people closest to you.
People closest to you.
Because they
I
can see
thought you
through
probably
you.
know.
People, he would know. He would know. And your kids will know.
Yeah, those kids.
In fact, the other... So she had something in his school and we're coming back and we were talking about his headmaster, that he's a great guy. And then we got talking that his dad would make a great headmaster. And I thought, yeah, he would. So I asked that, what do you think about me? He said, Mom, no. He said, you've got loads of other, but not a headmaster. Actually, I was actually quite, I was really hurt. So I said,
But did he give you reasons?
Yeah, he did. He told me, he said, because that, Mom, they'll just come to you and maybe you ask them about their homework or something and they haven't done it or they mix up and then you just start screaming and shouting at them. And that after a while, some parents will say, that woman, keep her away from my kids. He said, but someone like his dad will want to get to know the character of the person. That it's not just about, academics, it's about the person. And honestly, I thought to myself, wow, this boy knows me so well.
Very discerning, actually.
He knows me so well. And so he told me, he said, Mom, you've got loads of gifts, you can do other things, but headmaster, teacher, and then as if to knock home the nail, when I dropped him off, I said, have you done your shoelaces? He said, I said, you haven't done your shoelaces. He said, you see why I said you can't be, He said, you see what? I just kept quiet. I said, okay, bye, have fun, So, yeah, I think the people closest to us will,
Funny. Yeah, and it's true because they see, and we always underestimate children. They see a lot of stuff that I do, and they, you know what I mean? So I do think that, but you have it within you.
Yeah.
And I feel like the fact that you know that you're made for more is a time for change. There's an unease that's going on that means that you actually do have to do something about it, unless you're just not going to be true to yourself, and that's your decision, vibe.
Yeah, my worst nightmare is actually going to heaven and going with whatever it is that God has put in me. It keeps me awake at night.
So you need to find out what that is and move from there.
Okay. I'll talk about the physical attributes later. I didn't forget.
I don't know if you're aware or not, but Wonu is extremely vain. And we're good with that.
No, I didn't. It just goes to show that I know, you can work with someone, but you know absolutely nothing. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, wow, this is a side to Wonu that
Yeah, so, anyway, so yes.
So I think what I would change about myself is something that I guess my husband knows because he sees it closely, is me seeing myself as I really am. I'm one of those people that, I'll come back to him and I'll say, oh, wow, what am I doing in this place? Okay. Many times I've asked him, I said, what? I don't really think I have what they need, I don't think I have what it takes, I don't, and it's always like, you've got to stop, you've got to, and then he will sit down and tell me, this is what, this is what they see, and I really, it's something that I pray about, and it's something that I actually have to speak to myself about and encourage myself about it. And I think the reason for it is that some people are blessed by having, people that speak into their lives from when they were a child, just telling them that, you can do this, and this is who you are, and this is, My parents were great. My mom is great. My dad was great. But I never had that growing up. And I really wish I think there's nothing like having people who love you just speaking into your life. It builds a confidence in you, and it's something that hubby always talks about, how his parents, how they spoke into their lives. And when you look at them, you can see that. You can see the confidence that has been born from just having people just, he always tells the story how grandma, would say that it was the teachers that were the problem and they didn't know how to teach him. And I thought to myself, wow, what a wonderful thing that, just having that, So I would change that. I would change that to see myself as as God sees me, as I really am, not having to battle with those battles of the mind that, oh, really, what do they say? What's that? Just, so many things like that. So, yeah.
So I think both of you need to sign up for Rock Your Own Gorgeous.
I guess
as my prescription here.
I definitely, Yeah.
But no, it's funny you say that, and it's just because before you actually identified it, I was going to say, I think that is all this thing back to knowing who you are, what has been put in you. And I don't think you can know that fully until you do the inner work, as I call it. You know what I mean? So there's but it always helps when somebody is helping. I always say, if anybody says anything to me about my legs, I'm like, well, clearly you people can't see. Do you know how there are two parts of my body, my hair and my legs. That's, if you say there's nothing you can say. It doesn't even make sense. You have a problem.
Well, that's a beautiful.
That's what I'm saying. And what my mom used to do when I was growing up, my mom, obviously, white woman combing this black afro hair that didn't really want to comb, and she would literally say, "Oh, I wish I had hair like yours. Your hair is so beautiful." So she'd put that thing thoroughly into me. That if anybody says that, you obviously are the one with the problem, because I'm so clear that I have beautiful hair. You know what I mean? You can't tell me other. There's no shaking, as they say, no shaking. You know what I mean? And she did. And I remember a friend of mine was always going on about her daughter's hair. She was like, "The hair, why is your own hair the one that's hard?" So I said to her, "Stop saying that." And when she changed her words, the daughter fell in love with her hair. So we're going to talk about words later. But you know what? I think that there's an element. So when people are giving you that, it helps. But then you too, at some point, because you can tell me I'm beautiful from here to kingdom come until I believe I'm beautiful. So you still have to do the inner work.
Yeah, you have to do the inner work.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
What does the inner work look like then?
Rock Your Own Gorgeous.
Give us a little bit of what.
So for me, right, Rock Your Own Gorgeous is about asking yourself a series of questions and deep questions. So sometimes, like I always say to people, that sometimes they will bring up stuff you don't necessarily want. You might need a counselor for. You know what I mean?
Passive aggressive is such a lie.
She said like she's passive aggressive. Oh gosh! But it's literally just asking yourself, what do I like to do? What do I feel better when I've done it? What do I? It's just different. I have question upon question upon question, and most of the questions you can't answer like that.
No, you can't.
Some of them you can. Others you have to think about. And that's what I mean by inner work, because you actually literally have to think. And then I have like a thing, which is how I know about this: my legs and my hair. It's like, what do you think about? And we'll put different things. It could be your brains, And I put there, what do you think about your hair? And I'm like, well, and then the question after that is, why do you think that? To understand why you think certain things. So when I now think that I'm stupid, why do I think that? Because my uncle said it all the time. Identifying where you got these things from. So that's what but it's a whole, you know what I mean? It's a lifetime thing. I mean, I don't think you ever stop, but at least if you start, you think about things differently. And
so
you,
when is the
question
next
things. You tell me, I do bespoke now, it's one-to-one. I'm not doing course anymore.
No, because it's so true, because we underestimate the impact that words people have spoken have, you know. It's something that words spoken or words not spoken, you know, because, you know, a parent should you know, be speaking, you know, encouraging words.
Positive.
So in a case where a parent hasn't said anything, not out of wickedness or anything, the child is open to the next line of authority, what they are speaking, and that becomes, you know, goes in. And those things really do take the grace of God and just the power of God to sometimes to unravel
no, absolutely.
and to,
I feel like we do a lot of damage without meaning to, or without realizing that we're doing it and all that.
God, I have my kids.
Your kids will be fine.
Your
Don't
kids
worry.
will be
No, they will.
I am praying for them.
Yeah, thank you. Somebody needs to.
No, your kids will be fine.
Your kids will be fine. But
so what would you change about
you
yourself?
see, I don't know, and I've been thinking about
That's
this
great.
thing, but I don't know that it is great.
No, because it means you won't change anything about yourself.
No, so there are physical things. When we get to physical,
yeah.
I'll get there. But I think I have done, because I did rock your own gorgeous
'cause
on
you did the
myself.
work.
I've done a lot of the changing already. I think.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So I've already gone through the process of the things that I want to change. The things. So I think. Really, but like I said, Rocco is endless. It's not like it's ever going to end, but it's a journey. So I don't think there's anything specific right now that I'll say, oh, I want to change. But there are many things that I am changing. I'm in the process of changing. So one of the things is putting myself first. You know, I would just allow anybody anyhow. So I'm now learning to say no. I'm learning. So
I hear that comes with 50.
no, it can be. With mine, it came before 50. But yes, it comes automatically.
She would
with 50.
literally do everything and not ask for anything in return. It's terrible. Me and her fight about it all the time.
Yeah, but you see, so I'm learning now to, to like put boundaries in place, even though I don't want to, and I'm not comfortable with it. But I know that it's better for me, or in the long term, I help. You know what I mean? So, so I guess. If I was saying anything, it's that. Maybe it would still be that, because that for me is a constant battle. Because I'm just like, I can just do it. Why am I? As it takes nothing from me to do it. But I guess it does take something from me, but it's not so immediate. So I'm like, I'm just going to do it. I'll do it, and really, why not? You know what I mean? I kind of
That's
have.
not what God wants for you.
Yeah, but you see, I blame my mom, because my mom always told us, if you can help, you must.
You still help. You still will do
Yeah,
the
I know,
extra.
but so maybe I took it
That's that word,
literally.
boundaries.
But you know what I mean? So if I can, and so I will help,
Yeah.
even if it's to my detriment, so because I can do it. So yeah, I think maybe that would be the one that I continue on to get. I mean, I think there are enough people that already think that I'm a bit too, think that much of myself, but that's their business.
Really?
Yeah, I find that I struggle
No,
with
I
that.
know,
They
I
must
wouldn't
not
know.
know you
I'm
at
vain.
all.
But I always say that, and people think
They
I'm
must
vain,
not
and they think,
have spent half a day with you.
No, I wouldn't.
but I
wouldn't
think
that
the
at all.
image that people see out there, if they don't spend time with me, I'm very, and the fact that I will take selfies, that selfie thing, people feel, and a lot of times
Because they
I'm
don't
not
want to
even taking
be.
selfies.
They don't want to be.
Yeah, I'm taking other people, because I used to have a selfie stick all the time.
Yes.
People always thought, oh, she's so vain, she's always taking pictures of her, which I wasn't. So I think
I
there's
see.
there's an image
Does
that
that
people.
bother you though?
I don't even care.
I was
But what I
gonna
mean
say,
is
don't
that
mind
when people say to me, they'll say, oh, you're so vain. And I'm always like, I always want to say, no, Wonu is vain. I'm
Yes.
not.
Openly so. That's how God made me. I'm okay with that. Actually. That's great. Absolutely love it.
So we've done the, what we got, 7 minutes.
Yes.
We've done the internal one, so to speak. Externally, Wonu, you had a list, so let me start with Sola.
I know, because I could be here for a bit.
Yeah.
Really?
We'll,
Oh my
we'll let you go last.
Oh, wow.
Sola,
Yeah.
is there anything physically that you would change?
Oh, most definitely. I would get rid of this menopause fat, which I will get rid of by God's grace. I think that, because I think it's definitely been a rude shock how your clothes don't fit. I mean, I've given away tons of clothes because I'm like, you know what, there's no need them sitting there, just let them be blessing somebody. But it's how a hormonal imbalance and all the things that used to work before don't work. But hey, you go on YouTube and you listen and you find out that there's always a solution. So I'm on that journey now of, they said eat lots of broccoli how I won't be so gassy that gas everybody else. But
Never ever heard. I mean, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But I've never heard it with menopause.
yeah. There's a lot of cruciferous vegetables. So the broccoli is the cruciferous. You know those that look like.
Yeah, like cluster.
Yeah.
Cluster type, yeah.
So the broccolis, the cabbages, the Brussels sprouts. Eat lots of.
All the gassy ones.
Yeah, all the gas. Yes, I said I'm not going to gas everybody else. Then the nuts and the seeds and the lots of fruits and the lots of
So
oily
what she's
fish.
saying is go vegan. That's what.
No, protein.
Yeah,
the omega, But yeah, and intermittent fasting and all that. So at this point in time, that's what I'd like to change. But I'm trusting that through information and application and discipline, we'll get it off by God's grace.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that menopause was so. It really just changes your.
It's a hormonal.
It's a hormonal thing.
Yeah, so it's completely, and it's different for each person.
Yeah.
I mean, whilst the general things, but it's very individual.
Yeah, but
Like the heat that I'm feeling right now, but I'm not making sudden movements, so I'm okay. No sudden movements from me.
Oh my God, that heat is. I'm like, wow, where you coming from?
The weather didn't look sunny today, so I came out with a jumper and now I'm about to melt. But you're not gonna know that because I'm just gonna be here and not make sudden movements. Okay, should I go?
You can go.
Right. Okay. So whilst I want to change things, it's not to the point where I want to put myself in any kind
Go
of
under
danger.
the knife?
Like
So
go
you
under
wouldn't
the
go
knife.
and do
No.
cosmetics.
So
Okay.
they're just things that I think would be great if they change. So I would have a bigger bum. And again, I say that bigger bum you can achieve by God's grace. Should I give me an idea of praying? I'll do that one from today vigorously. And also you can exercise, of course. For things like that. So I'm in the exercising part of my journey. I would reduce my lips.
But your lips are like the best thing.
But it's this thing that Pashala said, like somebody just made one
Yeah,
comment when I was in school.
yeah.
And even though we're fantastic friends now and, I wouldn't trade this person for the world, just that one comment from when I was 16 years old.
Words.
It has just...
We'll deal with that in Rock
remained.
Your Own Gorgeous. We'll get rid of that.
Yes, so... Yes.
What is Rock Your Own Gorgeous, out of interest?
It's my thing. You haven't heard of Rock Your Own Gorgeous?
You say it all the time. I thought you've been saying it, I thought it was just like a slogan, almost like the way I say in God we trust. I don't know.
That actually is a slogan. She says it all the time.
I thought it was one of those that you just say Rock Your Own Gorgeous.
So basically, it started off as me rocking my... So basically, I'm like, okay, everybody has... When I was trying to find... So it's twofold. I was trying to find myself, so to speak, as in get to know myself better and all. And so I started asking myself questions, and I was like, I want to rock my own gorgeous. I don't want to rock Shola's gorgeous or Wonu's gorgeous. I want to know who I am and rock who I am. So that's where it came from. And then I changed it into a... so I did it for a while as a small group.
Okay.
But I didn't call it Rock Your Own Gorgeous, I called it String of Pearls. And then I changed it into like a after school club because I was planning to do it so I did it for my daughters because I was now like, I don't want my daughters to be in this state of that. So let them do it now so that they'll be okay. So it's like a course, that's why she said course. Then I did it in the community for a bit. But now I kind of do one-to-ones more so than, but it's just finding yourself. So it's basically
I'm her manager. If you want to book it, just let me know.
So my slogan is know you, love you, be you. Because I feel you have to know yourself before you can fully love yourself before you can be yourself. So that's what it is. It's about getting to know yourself, love yourself, and be yourself.
Oh, wow, I love that.
My plug.
I've learned so much from both of you today. Wow, I love it.
So, why did I say that? I said something and then...
sorry.
Should I ask what Rock Your Own Gorgeous?
Yeah, but I said rock your... Oh, yeah, your lips.
Yes.
Your lips. Continue.
Yes, I would never go under the knife or advocate this, but I might find a way to reduce the girls. Although the girls don't give me like a backache or anything like that. So
why
it's
do you want to reduce that?
I don't know, I just feel like there's some clothes I want to wear that the girls don't allow me to wear.
Okay, fair enough.
Again, the vanity takes over, but it's okay. Yeah, I just feel like there's some... when some people wear backless clothes? I can't wear backless clothes. Like, what's going to happen to the girls? They're not going to be supported.
Haven't you seen those nice bras that can do that? Isn't you're too heavy for that?
Yeah, they don't work.
Okay.
Yes,
All
so
right.
yes, I would also do that. And lastly,
thank God.
I will be slightly taller.
Ooh.
Yes. But you're not even... How tall are you? Okay, sorry.
But you are 5'5.5". Do
Really?
not reduce the half.
I
look
didn't
taller
even think...
than that.
Yeah, you look
No,
taller
my
than
legs
that.
are long, so it makes me look taller. So I have really a short upper body. But really, like, my 10-year-old is almost my height. It's just a lot. It's a lot to deal with. No, so I'll be like 5'7", not even that much taller. That one I can't do anything about, so I'll just wear heels, even though I haven't worn any since COVID. But never mind. But yeah, that would be my list.
Okay. So not, I mean, the lips one. I mean, the other. Okay. So mine, what will mine be? I think at this point, physically, it will just be. It's not even to lose the weight. Just have a flat tummy, because I feel like even if
it's true.
you know, if everything is just let the tummy be flat.
The tummy, yeah, it's true. It's true.
Everything else can stay as is.
It's
I mean,
true.
if I lose weight, fine. But it's more about let the tummy be flat, because there are some dresses that I want to wear. There's, you know, like so that would be it for me, I think.
But they tell us that there's nothing like fat reduction in a particular area.
No, I know. I'm just
you have to
saying,
reduce, like,
they
the
didn't
whole
say,
body.
is it possible? They said, if you could change something, that's what I would change.
Okay, all
They
right,
didn't
okay.
say
If it
it's
was
possible to do it.
No, it is possible.
And God can do anything.
Yeah, okay, yes. He can do anything, he can.
As in, you have to change your whole body for that to go.
Well, no, as in you can't lose weight just on your tummy, is what she's saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to reduce your whole body
you
fat.
have to, yeah. So, yeah. So, okay, we had a bit of fun with that, but what would you change about yourself? Is there anything that you would change about yourself? If there is, let us know in the comments.
Oh, sorry.
What?
I have
You
one more.
Yeah?
My hair. I would definitely change my hair.
Change it how?
I'd have more hair. I haven't got
Okay.
a lot of hair. Although right now I want to cut it all off. And maybe the next time you see me on this, I might have blonde hair. But, I'll let you know. But I feel like I would definitely change my hair. Have more hair. Have edges. Edges are a big deal.
But hair locking helps the hair grow.
Yeah.
Have you considered that?
Yeah, it does.
But that's permanent. I like the ability to change.
Okay.
No, you can do
At
anything
this
on
point,
your...
we have 5 seconds. So, do follow us on YouTube. See you next time. Sorry.